What's up, gamers? Proto here, and if you read the title of the thumbnail, you pretty much know what this video is about. So I got a chance to play the private beta. I've been playing that since Thursday. Actually have not played any of it today. I'll probably get back on and play some more today, but this is just my thoughts. I've been playing it for the past 2 days. It's pretty much going to be unscripted, so excuse me if I'm jumping back and forth on topics, but I just want to touch on everything that's played. Now, if you played the previous division, there's things you're gonna like, things you're not gonna like. If you didn't play the previous one, you're gonna be in for some things that you will like about this one. Now, this one is set in the DC, and you're helping restore order there. Of course, you know, you've got the storyline. You're trying to figure out what's going on. You got brand new factions. I've been mostly interacting with 2 types of factions there, one called the Hyenas and the other one called the True Sons, and both pretty much fight differently. The Hyenas, they kind of suit their name. They attack you in packs, and what I think is kind of cool is they'll actually distract you. Like 1 or 2 will be focusing on you while the other ones try to get around to you. And when they call for backup comes from all different angles. So definitely, they kind of remind me of the Rioters, but they a little bit more organized with their fighting styles. And then like they're hitting you with different types of tech, so it's not just baseball bats and stuff. They have people that like they take in this type of gas and they get like a buff to their health. So not only do you got to take down their armor, but you got to take down this buff before you can even take down their health. And they're just like raging at you quick, like. But you know, the enemies are kind of the same. It's still set in an open world. You're still grinding. They give you some more new gadgets that you can use, and the previous gadgets do come back into play. Like they didn't. Of course, you got the shield again, but we can't use the shield in the beta. We got to use the secret mine again and the turret, but they gave you new attachments for the for both previous devices. For instance, the turret now it has a sniper mode that you can use onto it, instead of using shock darts, and that's not too bad. I've pretty much been using traditional turret. Now the secret drone, they changed around a couple of the features on it. Now with certain modes, you put it down and then you set the target and it goes after. I kind of don't like that. I kind of like just like throwing out the secret and then go after the closest target, and whatever ability it has on it does. But to each his own. Some people might like it, some people might not like it. Like I said, if you played the previous division and you like using the secret drone, might not be a big fan of the secret drone on this one. But I can say they added new customizations on everything. Customizations actually got a little bit more detail. You can actually put mods onto your equipment that you use. Crafting is still there. Crafting requires different amounts of materials, and you can actually pick up a lot of it in the world. So it's not necessarily going to be hard to find it, but when you need the more rare ones, I'm sure you just have to go to tougher areas to get what you need. But they definitely did bring back the crafting. One thing that's interesting on me is if you played the previous division and you got into it, you knew about shade tech, picking it up so you can build division type weapons. You have shade tech in this, and you actually use it to unlock more features that your person can use. And for instance, you can, if you get shade tech, you can unlock backpack capacity, so you can have more slots in your backpack. So I think that's kind of different, opposed to, you know, trying to find like a backpack that lets you carry more. Then you have to worry about the abilities and the perks of this. You can actually use shade tech to increase your backpack capacity. You can unlock different other perks, weapon attachments, let you unlock base weapons attachments, and then you can mod them and add on to them. So that's kind of interesting. And finding the shade tech isn't hard. Some of it you can actually just find roaming around. You'll actually find that on the map. Some of it will actually be on side missions where you'll be completing a side mission and there's the shade tech, or the side mission consists of you of getting the shade tech. And then you have missions itself that are shade tech missions where you are completing the mission and your reward is actually shade tech. So depending on how you want to play, you have it. Now, the game is always still grinding, and they added another level of grinding in it, because you know, usually in the first division you had your base camp, and as you build it up you got new perks, new abilities. You do that in this one, and what's kind of interesting to me is your base of operations set in the White House this time, but you have what they call settlements, And they're basically like little outposts, little camps of people that's trying to survive everything that's going on. Because in this one, there's no JTF. It's just everybody's defending themselves. And so you help out these settlements by completing tasks that they need, helping fight back enemies. And when you improve the settlements, they'll volunteer people to help you in your base camp, which will open up more things for you to do. So it's like another way to grind. And I ain't gonna lie, doing the settlement missions, they were a variety of them. They weren't just all generic. Now, I mean, you're still fighting, still killing people, but you know, you had different ones. Like one mission, I had to go save the Declaration of Independence. I had to go get that from out of the vaults. And that's where I met the True Sons. And see, they're more of a militaristic one. They kind of remind me of those militia types that have a whole bunch of weapons, so when the end of the world happened, they can restore order types. That's the vibe I'm getting from them. But you know, they really didn't let us dive too much into the lore of each one of these factions. So, you know, and like I said, you build up the settlements, and the settlements get better. They give you better equipment, better gear you can use, and then eventually they'll volunteer people that can go to your base, which will give you more perks, more attachments, more avenues of things that you can do in better gear. So it's like help me, help you, help them type of thing. Now the dark zone is back, and what's kind of cool in this one is you had 3 different types of dark zones. Now they only let us access one dark zone, and I went through the preliminary mission, setting it up, and I went around. I was probably in the dark zone for probably like 2 hours running around and stuff, and honestly it still feels like the same dark zone. There's a few new things that you can do in it. More ways for you to go rogue. You still got the manhunt type thing. You're still grinding for gear. You're still extracting it. So that essence of the dark zone is still there. So if you like that feel of the dark zone, you got it. But like I said, they only let us see one dark zone. And from what I'm getting is, with each dark zone, they're going to be stronger opponents, more things to do, different things to worry about. So depending on how you play, you might like that. Now they let us play the end mission of the game, and that right there is for the hardcore division players from the first one, the ones that want a challenge, the ones that don't want to be able to just go through a mission with no problems. And the premise of this is, after you completed the overall story, this brand new faction comes in, and they're just like taking over. They have better gear, better tech, they got robotics, and you got to help push them back. And so they let us do a mission of that. And when I tell you this is no joke, and you're seeing the gameplay right now, this was no joke. Like, you really gonna have to communicate, everybody working with the same gear, working together. You can't just go ahead of everybody. You will get killed very quickly, very fast. And these guys are moving tactfully. They are trying to flank you every type of ability. They've got weapons, they've got perks, they got gear. They're using you to keep you back. And when they get the opportunity, they will rush you as soon as possible. They'll like send people in front of you to rush while other people are flanking you. So for the hardcore division players, you've got your challenge. The end game is your challenge, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm not necessarily a hardcore player, but I do love a challenge, so it will be interesting. And that's when they let us to see your specialities. I mainly ran with the demolition, and the demolition gave me an artillery turret, and that came in handy because I was able to push them back from time to time when they tried rushing us, because they wasn't worried about attacking it. Now the thing about the artillery turret is it doesn't just shoot off. I have to give it the commands of where to shoot. So that I like and kind of don't like it, because I can have it shoot off, and then I don't shoot it, they don't pay no mind, and then I can shoot it off again and it catches them off guard. But it all depends on how you play it. But definitely the end game is for the hardcore players. So overall, I enjoyed it. The biggest issue I had, which is like with any beta, was the servers constantly getting knocked off. But overall, the gameplay was challenging. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. Throughout the world, you have your random events but you have what they call control points. And you basically are trying to take over these control points for your allies. And doing these, they let you know about enemy movements. They can be quick resupply points. And you can give them supplies, and they will help you out in turn. Now the control points are fun, and I did most of them by myself. I did a couple with some friends, but the control points are fun because the enemies are just coming at you sporadically. You don't know which way they come in, and then after you take down the leader, you have another leader that comes in to try to reclaim it from you real quick. So I definitely like that. And that was another thing on the missions I didn't bring up, and I'm sorry. Even when you complete the mission, the mission isn't over. You got to fight your way to get out, which is something I really like. Because, you know, if you played the previous division, once you completed the objective, the exit came up, you got out, and then you're back in the open world. In this one, no. You still got to fight your way to get out. And I definitely like that. That was definitely a change of pace. So overall, in my opinion, the beta was a good experience. It gave me a good snapshot of everything to do. Definitely the grind is going to be good in this game, in my opinion. I'm definitely looking forward to it in March. Looking forward to the review of it, and just looking forward to playing it overall. But those are just my thoughts about it and how I felt about it. I'll probably play it some more and just see what else I can do about it. And the thing I like about it also is you can still replay the main missions. Kind of thing Anthem didn't do. You know, once you complete that main mission, Anthem, that was it. All you had was a stronghold. On this, you could continue play the missions and play them hard if you want to. So that I definitely like. But that's where I'm going to end up the video. If you guys have been playing it, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys like about it, what you guys don't like about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But this is Proto. I'll catch you guys in the next video.